To be true tea, happy people inside. How are you all tonight? Welcome one, welcome all. Okay, wow. Things got very dreary around here very quickly. Wow. Some thick-ass rain. We've been getting this kind of rain around my den of existence. My residence. Looks a lot like this. Ugh. So at any rate, how have you all been faring today? Welcome. Oh. So I guess this lava patch burnt down the whole forest. Weird. So, welcome, welcome. Oh. Still got more fire. We didn't start the fire. I kind of don't want this forest to burn. I don't know. If I haven't set the fire myself, I don't really care to have it continue on. There we go. Got him. Good shot. Oh, God. But, yes, for the most part, we are just going to be chilling out, maxing, and relaxing all cool and building some walls outside of this. You thought I was going to say school, didn't you? Hey, Droopy, how have you been? You've been fine. Okay, good. Hey, Cooperator, welcome. You now begin construction on your new giant plane. Oh, boy. How many of those do you plan to make? Meow. Meow. Is she going to lay down on me? No. Damn. Hey, Mobzillas. Been experimenting with alternate forms of using gradients. Sun exposure time. Oh, okay. For, aw. I'm always so... Oh, cat's purr. I forgot about that. I'm always so happy to see this pose, this animation. It's so good. I wish you could make them do it on command, but oh well. Now, see, if I move far enough away, she's going to snap out of it. Oh, well. I can't have you, Oh, wow, she's still purring. That's so cool. But anyway, yes, so... Newest Kane Pixels episode dropped, and I know we talked about it a bit yesterday, but... Owie. But I've had some time to think it over in the last 24 hours or so. And I've come to a conclusion of sorts. I think that they didn't... They let him... or, sorry, let me clear up what I mean. When Peter, the guy who's basically gone crazy, I think they either agitated him on purpose or they allowed him to escape more readily than we've been allowed to like believe. There's more going on here than we know. I think they want to cultivate the fungus creatures or the bacteria monsters or whatever they are. And that's another thing. The notion of these things being bacteria creatures, I think that's not 100% correct. And I've said this on the stream before. I think they are predominantly a type of lichen. Something akin to, well, like a fungus, really. Oh, hey, Lynx. Get the image you sent me. Where did you send it, Lynx? I did not get any images you sent me. Unless... No, I haven't received anything in the last few hours, man. I have no idea. What images? Oh, Twitter. Oh, no, I didn't check there. Give me a hot minute. Hey, Sam the Pigman, how are you? Ah, okay, photos that changed the internet forever. Funny. That's not terrible. I mean, I'm not really 100% certain what the funny is that I should be getting there, but yeah, I guess. It's mildly amusing. Ah, crap. There we go. Keep misplacing these damn slabs. Okay, I'm gonna need a source of calcite here shortly, I think. Actually, I kind of want to... Because there's like jank like this here that doesn't really follow the overall flow. And I'm just kind of like, Well, that's gonna splash down there. I keep trying to, like, mitigate the amount of water and stuff that flows down over the edges. I'm not very good at it, apparently. Oh, wow. Look at all the spiders that are just, like, nestled up under here. Because they got caught in this. And they have no way to get themselves out. That's so cool. Weird, but cool. Oh, well. Anyway. So, what's a good sort of scientific subject I should go into? Because when I rant about science, people seem to like that. What's something new or somewhat recent that's, I guess, a breakthrough or a recent idea? The picture is of Fit fishing. Oh, did Fit post that, or is that from a while ago? I don't recall ever seeing that that photo of him. Hey, Super Duper, it's been a while. Okay, well, welcome back. Welcome back to the streams. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of realized you'd not been there. But sometimes I don't immediately notice that people are gone who would otherwise have been, you know, vocal. So, like, welcome back. Sorry, I didn't really notice you'd fully 100% left, but, oh well. Glad to see a familiar face. How could we improve nuclear energy? You really can't. There are better designs for, you know, like safety protocols, but that's not really, like, that interesting, and it doesn't really, like, that's not anything that I've got any practical experience or knowledge of. So, like, yeah, keep people safe, but, like, you know, the spent fuel situation with nuclear energy, you know, what do we do with all this junk and stuff? Like, sit on it till we can devise a better way. And to my knowledge, nothing has yet come of that. So we're still very much stuck with large deposits of, I don't know, stuff we can't really, like, do anything to. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I would love for there to be some means of recycling all of those minerals and materials. And there are, like, sort of, like, there are tricks for, like, extending the lifespan and use of some stuff. But, overall, like, no, there really isn't a shortcut to success. Like, it really is just, we'll get it when we get it, and if not, oh well. Lunar base, yeah. For science stuff, new moon landings. Oh yeah, I've not looked into the new moon landings. Let me see real quick. Okay, so they completed it on December the 11th. Oh yeah, splashed down in the Pacific Ocean west of Baja. Okay. Well, cool. I'm glad they did their thing, and that's the end of that, I guess. What's the next one they intend to do with Artemis? Yeah, Well, you know, if they end up doing it, any further stuff, cool. More power to them. I doubt very much we're going to see, you know, anything more than just another Neil Armstrong-esque moon landing, walkabout, that kind of thing. It's not bad, just that, I don't know. I don't feel like there's nothing new here, you know? I don't want to, like, rain on anyone's parade, but, like, I don't feel like Artemis is, like, that interesting. That's why I've not been keeping up with it. I mean, what can you do, you know? Sometimes a mission is interesting, sometimes it isn't. Wonder what, if they get the okay and the clearance and there's actually, like, infrastructure in place. I wonder what they'll name the Mars mission. So we got Apollo. We have Artemis now. So what, Athena? Since we're naming them after Greek gods. Very, very interesting idea, I guess. We could spitball names about a potential, you know, a potential moon landing or a Mars landing team. What that would look like. But I don't know. That feels all like playing fantasy football. It doesn't feel very helpful or useful. What's this colored name, Zyro? I don't know. Also, welcome back, Zyro. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Ah. Colored names. Kratos? Yeah, you could probably do Kratos. Oh, do you mean, Zyro, do you mean the shaders that I'm using? These are complementary shaders. You may not have been around the last time I was or the last time you were here. I was probably not using these. Complementary looks so good. Okay. I am out of calcite, and that is a problem. Where's a good source of that? I mean, well, there's only one source of that, but do I have any in the area? I know there was that one geode. Hi, Arabella, how are you? Oh wow, go Mr. Slime, go. That guy is really traveling up that waterfall like his life depends on it. Whoopsie. Sorry, boys, didn't mean to disturb. Uh-oh. I hear the kitty. She wants in. I'm not letting her in. Cloning mammoths. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, as far as cloning anything goes, we've not really done too good a job of it. Okay, that's not a thing to investigate. Cloning is a bit of a... I feel like there's a bit of inconsistency with how cloning is portrayed. People view cloning in one light when it's not at all what it has been sort of... what it's been cut out to be. I don't know. I haven't done too much looking into... Where did these gold ingots come from? These don't generate in dungeons, do they? I must have already found this place before, right? Discs are worthless. Whatever. Yeah, geodes. Yikes. Without blowing up a huge tract of land, I don't know where I'm gonna get tons of geode material. Let your cat in. Mine scratches and rips the carpet until you do. Yeah, that's a good point. She probably will. Oh, wait, she's already done all that. Never mind. There's no carpet left for her to scratch up. You're okay, PvP with Ixtoy. Oh, okay. I don't know why you insist on fighting with him. Or does he insist on fighting with you? Here's something. Lab-grown meat. Ew. Will always be inferior and never end up amounting to anything. Lab-grown meat will always be inferior. It is 3D printing of proteins that we need to focus on. Whoa. That was a lag spike. If 3D printing of protein ends up being better looked at and better investigated and better, you know, understood. Whoa, I did not know this area was under here. Holy crap, look at this place. Giant magma ocean, wow. But yeah, no, lab-grown anything that's not like genetic engineering isn't going to be very good. I won't be eating lab-grown meat. And I highly suggest you do not do that either, because it's not going to taste very good. Holy crap, this underground area. How have I not explored this before? I guess I don't have... Well, actually, yeah, I could go out to an ocean, couldn't I? Because there are lots of those under the ocean. Lots of geodes. What way did I come in at? I was over here. These caves are just amazing. They still take my breath away, and it's been, what, almost 2 years now? Since we started seeing cave generation like this? Yeah. Uh-oh, dead end. Dead me. Just kidding. Haha. He blew up. But yeah, like, you don't want lab-grown meat for one simple reason. It's not the same as what you would get from your standard, living creature. First of all, when they grow meat in a lab, the first problem you run into is that all they're really trying to do is just string together the protein. They're trying to, like, grow the cells and get those to sort of stick together. But, like, without the direction and living source of an organism, like, the meat never undergoes the same level of stress. It never gets exposed to the same hormones that would naturally be in an animal, like a cow. You don't get this... First of all, you don't get a flavor profile. There's not as much fat deposition, and not in the same way. So without that fat deposition, that's a lot of flavor that is completely lost in the process. There's, like, next to nothing. So if you could 3D print... see, this verges on replicators from, like, Star Trek. I guess if, like, you could remake something on a molecular level using whatever wild quantum technology, something or another, you could do that, maybe. Maybe you can start tempting people to eat lab-grown meat or fake whatever. It sounds delicious? I don't know. I'm not convinced. I imagine you would get a very kind of meh experience. It's meat super tender. No. Like I said, you're missing out on a lot of the flavor profile. You're not getting the same experience. Tenderness isn't, like, all there is to meat. Yeah, it's a big deal, but it's not, like, the biggest deal. You want your meat to have a good texture, a good flavor profile. You want there to be, like, a point. Hey, Tuwu Skui, how are you? Super duper tender, one might say. Yeah, I guess, but, like, I wouldn't say it's not going to be what you think it is. You're not going to enjoy it. I would recommend it. Like, if you could remake an organism from the ground up, the whole thing, then we'll talk. But as it is, no. I don't put much faith in that. First and foremost, let me sleep the night. Yeah, I don't know what Mike is going on about either. Mike is weird. Time will tell if more advances will be made to address these issues. Yeah, exactly. That's really all you can hope for. Because otherwise, it's kind of a lost cause ahead of time. And who knows, we do tend to come up with some pretty cool advancements after a time. But it is by no means a quick and easy, solution. These things tend to have a long, long time ahead. Oh, I turned off my hostile creatures. I was like, why are they not making noise? Okay. Come on, piglins. Down here. There we go. Ah, XP shower. Every base needs to have an XP shower. Now remember why I turned those down. There we go. Well, that kind of repaired it a little bit. I don't want to have to go villager trading just to repair up my stuff, but I might have to. Yeah, I need a better way to make them fall. They only fall when they trip over each other. Isn't that right, Top Hat, Jack-o'-lantern? He'll probably be ecstatic to come back in like 20, 30 episodes and find that that thing's still alive. Rewatched Rocky last week. Never fails to make you pump up. Okay. The Rocky series. I never really saw it, but I've seen all the parodies of it. I think everybody has. What day am I on? So the day count got reset because of a mod issue. So like it's on day 229, but that's not accurate. It should be like 1,000, 2,000 something. We did the math a while ago, cause like my playtime. Where's that? There we are. Time played is like 24 days. So like honestly, playtime is probably a better metric to go off of. Because, like, your day count will be bloated by AFK timing. And I've gone AFK a bunch. Just over, you know. Okay, that's reasonably repaired. But yeah, I've gone AFK a ton. Just so that I can, like, get items and stuff. So that's not really as accurate as, say, you know, how long have you actually done stuff in the world and taken risk and lived. Whoa. Okay, let me turn the hostile creatures back on. So yeah, I don't really count it the same way. Okay, I'm gonna have to go out over the ocean. The OSHA. Rose, don't call Jack a lady. What? Oh, I see. Hello, lady. That's fine. Whatever. She's being funny. Don't worry about it. But anyway, how are you, Rosetti? Have a good night. You're going to bed? Okay, take care, Tuwuski. I need to find some geodes fast. My hunger for calcite grows. Actually, I may have to turn off the shaders just so that I can actually fucking see. Okay, so we got an ancient monument there. You know, it's sad that I've picked up all the treasures around the area. With the advent of the new trim, you know, it's not like the same. Oh, that reminds me, I don't have much diamond. I'm gonna need a ton of diamond before 1.20. That might be something I have to do. I've really only picked up about half a stack of blocks over the course of my playtime. So I've really not, like, got a whole lot. Oh, come on. Why can't I find a geode? Wait, is that one down there? Yeah, I found it. We can switch back. Now, can this be seen from the surface, I wonder? Oh, hey, what's up, Mike? Lego set number 420 is a police car. Yeah, I think you showed me that. Damn, that is unnoticeable. That is, like, unnoticeable. Oh, well. But yeah, Lego set 420 being a police car, that's like a mild giggle. Ah, crap. My face when no resp. No respite. There we go. Give me some watery breathing. Oh, come back here, Ender chest. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Geode, I'm going to have to destroy you now. No, I will not show remorse for destroying all these buds. 69,000 from baritone. Ah, okay. Well, I'm not using, like, baritone. So, like, yeah, that makes sense. But, overall, nah. No math, okay. Hey, Void Shadow. No, I won't be doing the math, don't worry. If you meant calculating the days, no, it's good. I only intended to just show off that I've got like 24 days of playtime. You can pretty well like draw the conclusions from there. Also, RIP Dimensional Doors. It is not updated, to my knowledge. Hopefully, that will change someday, but for now, no dim doors. Dimensional Doors is what ruined the day count, by the way. I inadvertently uninstalled it while I was changing mods and versions, and then I loaded this game up, or this world up, without Dimensional Doors installed, and upon reinstalling it, it just wiped all of the crazy stuff is gone now. It's sad. I enjoyed it. It was a cool... Like, a lot of people freaked out when I first opened up Dimensional Doors, and it was like, what in the hell are those things? What? I don't understand. Jack, what is this? And I'm like, you'll see. Mike, you've got a question. Oh, what did she ask? What did she ask, Mike? Jack is on 1,741 days. Okay. That's about right, I'm sure. That makes about as much sense as any. I was going to time you out and go with the joke, but I don't want Jack to get mad. Yeah, no, don't time people out, like, just for the lulz. Like, what happened? Do I have a boyfriend yet? Oh. Whatever. Jack is about to drown. And then I didn't. The end. Also, I love this sound. Oh, the tinging and ringing of the amethyst blocks. It's just so good. I hate how, like, this particular track is so low. It's good mood music. Actually, I'm going to bolster it just for this. I sure hope that's not too loud. I'll turn it back down later. Okay. So I got, what, like 3 stacks, 4 stacks? Man. Geodes are a terrible source of calcite. Like, these actually, low-key, are just awful. 1,000 days isn't much compared to the world record of 23,000. Jeez. Well, I doubt I'll ever hit that much, but I'll likely get bored of this world before I end up at that crazy amount. But whatever, I'm not that worried. Okay. Might be straight, but are you super straight? I guess. I don't know. I don't think anything of it. I don't really consider it or think about it. I don't care. John Bams has 18. Jeez. Well, I suppose if you, like, set up, I don't know, 5, 10 years. Well, no, not 10. Nobody could have a 10-year. No one can have a 10-year streak yet. Has Hardcore? Yeah, Hardcore's been out for 10 years. Whoa. Sorry about that. Yeah, Hardcore's been out for more than 10 years now, hasn't it? Somebody I suppose could have a 10-year Hardcore streak. I don't know. It's a little odd, but I understand. Andre has around 16. Jeez. How many years of playtime is that? I've only had this world for about a year. A year and some change. It's not really been that much time in the grand scheme of things. Should update graph most days in the okay, sure, whatever. Is it a graph like Canadian Crab's graphing of content creators back to back to back? Because if so, that would be awesome, Ixoy. You should do something like that. I don't know, I was making a joke like, you might be Saiyan, but are you Super Saiyan? Yeah. I kind of get the idea, I guess. Has Pop-Pop ever played Hide the Zucchini? No comment, I guess. I would not know, and I don't care to know. So, no? I don't know. How many times can I say no in the next 5 seconds? Oh, God, no, no, God, oh! I can't yell like Steve Carell can, but you get the idea. There are some things mortal man is just not meant to know. Eh, 10 years in hardcore is a little much. Yeah, but like the game mode was introduced in, what was it, late 2011? So like late 2021 would be 10 years. So like if you started playing hardcore and got really decent at it, you could have started a world and kept it this whole time. And that would put you decisively ahead of the curve. Like no one else would be able to touch you for a very long time. So I don't know. Honestly, a 10-year-long hardcore world would be pretty fucking dope. If you could keep it alive. Obviously, Minecraft was a lot harder to survive in 10 years ago. The game in general was a lot harder back then. Humans have done pretty good so far. Yeah, exactly. Hardcore was about a year old, though. Don't play it anymore. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, how do you avoid, you know, burnout? Because, like, I can imagine you would have, if you'd actually had a 10-year-old hardcore world, there would probably be very long streaks of inactivity. Like, so many of my single-player worlds, if they're not exclusively an experiment of some kind or a test or, you know, something of that nature, they've sat on my digital shelf for a long time. One of the oldest survival worlds I have not touched since like 1.16, 1.12. I don't know. I may not even have it on this this account, I may not even have it saved on this hard drive. That's what I mean. In which case, yeah, you know. Okay. So this is just for all the garbage that I keep picking up. Damn, not even 10 stacks of calcite. We need a means of getting tons of calcite. That's actually something we are lacking. Because if you want to build with this block, and it's not a terrible block, like you might actually want to use calcite, you're out of luck. You have to go and kill every geode in a 10k radius to get like, I don't know, a double chest of shulker boxes. I know Philza has played 10 plus years of hardcore, so you probably have to stream for it to keep, yeah, as a way of motivation. Definitely. I could see that. But anyway, honestly, I prefer stuff like Skyblock over hardcore. Skyblock is super flat, forces you to get crafty with what you have. Driving force motivation. Yeah, I guess. Everybody has differing, differing like motivations. What moves you to do something isn't going to always work, and no two different motivations work for the same people, or the same two people. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody is weird and different. But hey, you know, that's life. I'm happy that I at least have a desire to do any of this. I'm shocked that I've not like just permanently burnt out on Minecraft. Like, I started playing way back about this time, maybe like a week ago. So like I've been playing for 13 years and like a week or something close to that, or maybe 13 years and 2 weeks, somewhere along those lines. That's when I I first picked up and played Minecraft Classic, and I was hooked immediately. And Minecraft Classic is garbage, and somehow it has just kept me here this entire time. And I'm just like, how have I not just burned out? Yeah, I've taken breaks from the game, not really out of boredom, but just because other games have caught my interest more. But inevitably when I finish those games, or I get bored of those games, and I mean really bored of those games, like I did with Terraria, I put it down, and I've not touched Terraria since the pandemic. Hell, I've not touched Terraria since almost before the pandemic. Like, that's how long ago that was. And I still can't believe that's been 3-ish, 4-ish years. And like, until recently, talking about Terraria, I've not had the itch to play it. Until I've talked myself into it recently. But I know that after I do that, I'm not going to want to touch Terraria again for a long time. And that's just how it is. Whereas there's always a hunger for Minecraft. There's always been a hunger for Minecraft in my heart. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you where it comes from. Maybe I've always liked, you know, constructing things, creating things, etc. But like, no, Minecraft, this shit has always been on my radar. Like, oh man, I want to make this in Minecraft. Oh man, wouldn't that be cool if I had that in Minecraft? Boy, wouldn't this place be awesome to explore in Minecraft? That's always been in my head. I don't know why, it's weird. I'm not that way about anything else, really. Okay. Final 2 layers of calcite. I better have at least 10 stacks of this shit. And you could get stuck thinking of projects for a while, but eventually you have them stream. Yeah, maybe. Suppose. Maybe you're burnt out because it's the right kind of game for me. Yeah, I guess. It must be. I genuinely can't see... Oh, fuck. Drowning. I'm drowning. Want to replay Terraria solely for Calamity. The dev team for the mod is implementing a ton of new features, mostly provided from the community art. Okay. You know, I was thinking of doing, when I do Terraria for Freeform Friday, I was thinking of just playing it vanilla. But I've heard so much about Calamity over the last several years. It may just be what I do. I don't know. What are they doing? What is Relogic doing about Terraria? Have they done any updates? Are there any, like, bits and bobs that are, like, new? Isn't it still 1.4.6 or whatever? 1.4.7? See, I don't even know what version they're on. I'm that out of the loop on Terraria. Man. God, I kind of want to stop playing and go play Terraria just because it'll get it out of my system. I kind of feel bad. I'd be misleading you all. I'd be like, this is a Minecraft stream. Psych. Calamity is okay if you like the bullet hell. No, I do not, actually. The mod is still okay. Okay. 1.4 came out recently. Just do a lot of stuff. Really? How recent are we talking, Mobzilas? Because, like, I wouldn't want it to be too long ago. I don't think I played 1.4.4. Or, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. I don't remember when that version came out. Calamity is incredible. Even when using guides, I had the most fun going in completely blind and progressing normally like you did back in the 1.1 days of Terraria. Oh my god. I missed the 1.1 days entirely. I didn't find out about Terraria until like 1.2 was getting ready to be released. And by that time it had been so changed. Oh man, we didn't even get 9 stacks of calcite. Pain Pecco. What's stopping me? I mean, I've dedicated this time slot to Minecraft. you know. This would be sad, but also, like, understandable. So I guess I've not, like, formally announced it, but, like, we've talked about it. I've definitely mentioned it, and I'll make a more formal post about it, you know, in all the right places when I get to that point. But after the 200th episode of Building with Jack for Space Valk 3, I'm going to pause on that. I'm going to take a 1-month break just to sort of refresh myself. If I played Terraria in that time slot instead, which is Mondays and Wednesdays at this same time, and did hardcore on Tuesday, Thursdays, would you all be all right with that? You, my regular audience, who I know will be here. Also, damn, there isn't another one of those geodes around, is there? Shaders turned off? Yes, they're turned off for a reason, Lynx. I can't see where a geode is under the surface while shaders are enabled. See, if I turn them back on, they look pretty, but I can't see too far down below. Oh shit, I missed whoever subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Down like Charlie Brown. You're okay with it, Droopy? Okay. It would only be for like a month. I would probably be going back to Space Valk 3 building after about a month. But I don't know, I could extend it longer. That's the other thing, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a permanent change, but it could definitely be a more long-form change. Terraria month, ooh. South Park. Oh, I see, you were stuttering like Butters. Or no, not Butters, what's his name? The other guy. Shit. Cannot see one to save my life. Maybe I should get some night vision. Some shite vision potions. Because otherwise my vision is shite without them. You mean Jimmy? That was it, Jimmy. I forgot his name, I'm so sorry. I didn't watch South Park growing up. I only watched a few episodes as an adult. And it was fucking hilarious, don't get me wrong. I loved South Park so much. But that I've not bothered to go out of my way to watch more. I don't know. I feel like what I've seen of South Park is just like good enough. It's a fine show, but I'm not like that into it, I guess. I don't know. Played the game on vanilla 3 times, beaten Calamity, one of which was on death mode. Wow. Hardcore. The kid with diabetes. Aw, poor kid. Diabetes is a hard disease to have. I can't imagine a child having it. Even though I know it happens. But yeah, wow. Okay, well, I'll chug a night vision potion and see if I can see the surface of the ocean bed with night vision in complementary. If I can, then the problem's solved. I can just stay on complementary. There we go. Netherwort. What am I missing? Oh, and redstone. And also, while I'm thinking about it, I got more freaking amethyst than I got the stupid, whatchamacallit. No. Yeah, I got more amethyst than calcite. That feels like a complete jip. Put this. I actually do like the amethyst clusters. I do want to decorate with them later. Oh, who cares? I don't need these. I got me some better panties later. Why did I call it panty? What the fuck is wrong with me? But yeah, I've got better pants that I can be utilizing elsewhere. Let's mill these off real fast. Or repair my stuff. Probably. Okay. Yeah, that helped. Man, I wish we had the uncrafting table from the Twilight Forest. The Twilight Forest uncrafting table would be so awesome. I'm shocked you haven't gotten diabetes to eat healthy. Yeah, well, I mean, childhood diabetes isn't quite what you think it is. That's a malfunctioning of your pancreas's ability to produce insulin. That's more a matter of, you know, things just not being well made in your body. There we go. All right. Brew me up some night vision. That movie was pretty good. They put it on once they were done testing. What movie? All Dogs Go to Heaven. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that movie as a kid. It was pretty decent, from what I remember. The Don Bluth style was really, really, really good. I love the early Don Bluth style. Secret of Nim has that same, and The Land Before Time, has that same sort of like soft pastel. I guess it's also probably due to the fact that this is older animation, hand-drawn and all that. So it's got a different aura to it. Yeah, netherite, trim netherite. We already know about that. As a dog, you like All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's a great movie. Okay. Yeah, as for the trim stuff, we'll see tomorrow if they do any major updates. But I have a feeling we're going to have a bit of an overhaul of the system. I wouldn't be surprised simply because people are like, you know, it's too expensive, or it's too much this, or it's too much that. And I doubt there is, like... there doesn't feel like there's enough unity on how it should function, you know? And this is a brand new, hitherto uncemented, you know, gameplay mechanic. Like, I highly doubt they're done tweaking it. Oh, you can see the bottom. Hell yeah. Okay. Good, so I can look more or less straight down and find them. Ah ha ha ha! Right there. Oh, I feel bad now. I'm gonna waste most of my potion effects. Well, on the bright side, I can at least see where they are. There we go. Give me the calcite. Okay, I do not want the basalt. Since I can't turn it into the basalt column, I don't care. You can't turn this into anything, right? 4. Yeah, you can't craft with this stuff. Very sad. 4. Okay, I'm going to try to mine around the amethyst. Because I don't know, why not? Oh my god, they're not going to make it easy. Damn, World Gen. Rockadoodle. Oh, Rockadoodle was so fun. I'm so nostalgic for that movie, even though nobody liked it. Like... that entire... I guess it's really just the aesthetic of the movies, not really the particulars of the movies. Even though they did have some good movies from the Don Bluth era. Like, you know, Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Nim wasn't too terrible. Why do I feel like I'm missing a movie from this time? Uh-oh. What movie am I thinking of in that area? There was something. Oh, wow. Night vision sunset looks weird. Wish there's some more unique enchantments to add stuff, shield and hose. Yes, that could be really, really, really valuable if they were to properly plan that out. Something that would allow you to harvest a greater area and till a greater area, like a 3x3. Shields, like stuff that allows you to knock your opponent really far back, like a shield bash. A shield enchantment that would allow you to dodge out of the way, like the Shield of Cthulhu from Terraria. I've wanted that for ages. The Shield of Cthulhu in Terraria is like one of the best accessories they added to that game. And I know I keep going back to Terraria, but like, it's important. And just the ability to dodge out of the way. That's really what we're missing in Minecraft. Dodging out of the way. Some sort of movement enhancement. Like, maybe a dodge roll, or the ability to just simply move out of the way of a fight or an attack faster. That could go quite a ways. I don't know. You've been experimenting with ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT again? Fern Gully. Yeah, it's not the same people, but that does sound familiar. That was in that same time, though. Robin Williams was in that. I just got recommended a movie on YouTube, funny enough, called... What is it? It's Death to Smoochie. And it's a Robin Williams comedy from the early 2000s that I completely missed out on. Nobody ever talked about this. I love Robin Williams. And, yeah, no, like, this has sat completely untapped. Like, criminally underrated movie, apparently. So I'm watching through that. I hope it's good. Anything with Robin Williams, I'll give it a shot. I like him. Did you know Robin Williams was a huge Zelda fan? Named his daughter after the series. That blew me away. I was like, damn, I'm a huge Zelda fan. Wow. Based taste. Based comedy man has based taste. Blast sounds like a good enchantment. Yeah, why don't we have blast protection on shields? Why is that not available yet? It reminds me of unbreaking on armor. Like, that felt like such a no-brainer. And you couldn't put unbreaking on armor for a full year and a half after enchantments were introduced. And it just felt so out of place. Like, why though? But you couldn't. Just wasn't a thing. So on 2B2T, we would run around with just regular protection for armor. And that was the best you could hope for. You couldn't repair your armor. You were just, you know, that was it. There were no anvils, no crystals. You had to whack your opponent to death. You could, however, I'm pretty sure the God Apple had just been introduced, or something like that. Actually, it's funny. Alpha and I were talking about that literally earlier today. We were talking about how the cancerous PvP meta that existed before the current cancerous PvP meta, how the current PvP meta has outlived the old ancient PvP meta by like almost double the amount of time. The old PvP meta started in 1.3 with the God Apple and lasted until 1.9 with the PvP update. And now we're just kind of hoping something will happen. Or I am, anyway. There's some people that obviously don't want it to change, but those people are wrong. Morally, factually, and ostensibly wrong. Mojang loves Crystal PvP. Yeah, that seems to be the case. I really hope that changes. Where are we at? Okay, 30 seconds on the night vision. But I mean, all it takes is for, you know, changing of the guard, for people to leave, go to another, whatchamacallit, another company. Crystal PvP may not stay the golden child forever. I don't want the previous PvP meta back. I do not want the pre-Crystal meta back. That was awful. Standing there for hours on end, whacking people with swords, hoping their armor would break before yours was not fun. I literally spent 4 hours trying to kill Pop Bob one time. And he ended up winning only because he had infinite stacked armor that we didn't even know existed. And yeah, it was just like, the fuck do you do against that? You were basically up against a god. He was invincible. And then he was like, oh, this is boring. I'm going to leave. And I'm like, the fuck you are, Pop Bob, get back here. And he pearled away from me. He also had an infinite ender pearl, which is how he was able to pearl away from me. And I was like, I was just, all I could do was stare slack-jawed when that happened. Because he just would pearl, and he'd just keep going. And I was like, I'd run out of my stack before he could even, you know. And I was like, how are you not done? This is the day and age before you could see what people's... That was not common. ESP, where you could see what people's armor was, and you could see what items they had in their hands. I don't think infinite stacks were, like, displayable either. Maybe the clients didn't know how to display that. But yeah, it was weird. That was a weird time. So yeah, no, I do not want the PvP meta of the past to, you know, come back. But, you know, something interesting, like you can fight with arrows and bows, and you can fight with swords, and you can fight with axes, and you can fight with crystals, and you can fight with respawn anchors, and you can fight with like 3 or 4 new weapon types. And like these are all perfectly viable, equally, you know, good things to use. And it's your skill that will determine whether or not. And not just like, boom, boom, you're dead. Run out of totems, you're dead. You know. Maybe I'm asking for the moon. I don't know. I would still like to see armor trim integrated into PvP. Maybe like you get a passive buff from another player who happens to be wearing the same armor trim. So like if you got two people wearing full sets of the same armor trim, you both give each other a passive buff. That would be interesting. So it would encourage you to have a teammate who also has the same armor as you. Or something to that effect. That would be cool. Wouldn't really work on your own. Who knows? I have a feeling they're just going to keep it totally cosmetic, though. They're probably not going to add any functionality to armor trim. I can already kind of tell that's the direction they're leaning. That would be so cool. Crystal PvP is awful. I know. Had this idea with armor upgrading, such as 200 character limit on YouTube. Oh, okay. Well, sorry. You can give little bits and pieces of your ideas, though. I'll happily try to react to them. Papa is Anju's mom. What? Oh, okay. Unless you were writing college-level essays, then it's not as good. You can still use it for ideas. Asking ChatGPT is an AI that writes you stuff. Oh, that! Yeah, okay. I've heard of it now. That's why that sounded familiar. It's an AI writing prompt or whatever. Yeah. People were writing fake news articles to, like, fuck with people using ChatGPT. That explains that. Then it's not as good as, yeah. I did also hear about people using things like ChatGPT and stuff to fake college essays and stuff. I don't know how good it is, and I'm pretty sure that's incredibly easy to detect. You know, any AI usage of any kind, I imagine, leaves a trail that is, you know, like if you've seen enough AI generated art, you can tell. Ah, fuck. You know what it looks like. You're not fooled by it. Okay. I might have to just obliterate this stupid geode. What would I have done differently if things went different and you backdoored the server with Pyro and Tristan back then? If they'd let me in on it, I honestly don't think anything would have been that different. I would probably have run off somewhere to make a stash, and then it would probably have gotten found. Because, like, short of teleporting out into the bumfuck millions nowhere, middle of nowhere, rather, there realistically would not have been any way to keep any of that stuff long term. Keep it for a year or two, maybe, but, like, long term, no. I would have loved it if they had included me with that. If they had, you know, let me in and play their reindeer games. I would have been more than happy to. That's why it's like I felt Tristan and Pyro were my friends at that time. Like, I trusted them with my base. I regularly talked to them. Like, it was really, like, awful to feel left out and betrayed like that when there really wasn't a reason to, other than, you don't know how to code, you're one of the unwashed masses. Like, is that really how you're going to see it? Like, that's a really, really negative way to look at other people. You don't know anything about Java or anything about coding, like you're one of the unwashed masses. Like, that's just so narrow-minded. And I very much got that from Tristan. Maybe not from Pyro, but definitely from Tristan. That was the vibe I always felt, you know, pervaded. Okay, so I didn't even get 8 full stacks. That is unfortunate. Like, this... Oh, why did that even hurt me? This thing should have yielded more than that. Oh, wow. This is a totally closed-off geode. There's no entrance into this. Aren't these supposed to have an entrance? Huh. I guess when they generate under an ocean, they don't. They don't need an entrance or something like that. I don't know. Andrew's mom from Majora's Mask. Oh, I see what you mean now. What am I building? I'm trying to get calcite for my building. And it ain't cooperating. Calcite is a lot tougher a material to get a hold of in large quantities. It's fine to, like, you know, find one of these underwater geodes, but, like, God, it's a pain. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. So now we can more readily see where everything is. There's what, like 1 geode every 5 to 10 chunks or something like that? Yeah, he's pretty smart. I really want to believe anyone can do it. You just gotta want it. Yeah, but, like, I was focused on other things in my life at that time. I wasn't worried about learning to code. Super Jack has the brain comparable to the world's greatest scientist. What? No, I don't. I just know shit. Like, it's not, that's not the same. There's another one. Haha. Okay. This time, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going straight for the jugular. I'm going to demolish the whole thing. The idea of item upgrade system would be a way to physically upgrade a piece of armor or tool to give it a special bonus, but only one upgrade can be applied per item. Okay. That's not bad. I've actually played mods that do stuff with that. Does anyone remember the mod? It was a Forge mod for a long time. I don't know if it's still Forge or if it's like Fabric or if it's what. There was a mod called, oh god, how am I fucking forgetting its name? It was so prolific. Tinkerer's something. Tinkerer Tools? Tinkerer's Workshop, no. What was it called? Tinkerer's Construct. That was it. God, that's ancient. Is this thing still around? Is it Forge only? Construct, it's on 1.18. Oh, that's unfortunate. Damn, these are pretty. Is it purely Forge? I bet it is. The person running this was a Forge fuckboy, if I recall. Interesting. Dio, that was this guy. Now I've got to wonder, whoops. If a new, it looks like it's changed hands. If that's the case, it might actually have a Fabric version, although it's on 1.18. But anyway, Tinkerer's Construct had a very similar item upgrading system. It was so cool. It was very well done. Let's see what we got here. It doesn't say if it's Forge or not. Well, at any rate, yeah, that's a blast from the past. Wow. So yeah, like, I'm familiar with item upgrading type systems, and it's really cool when done right. For me, it would be a lot like with well, like with this, I've got a Fortune God pick and a Silk Touch God pick, and I usually have these on me at all times, and I tend to make 2 shovels, 2 axes, 2 pickaxes over the course of natural play. One with Fortune, one with Silk Touch. Oh yeah, and a hoe now too. And so I'm usually like really, you know, I don't mind having more tools in my box of many tools. And so like an item upgrade system that would further customize all the crazy, you know, tool stuff you could do. Yeah, I'd be all right with that. I would totally make use of that. I would make like 15 different pickaxes, each of which would have this, that, the other on them. And then I would just have them in my toolbox in my ender chest and then pull that out whenever I need it and go from there. That would be really cool. Because like, yeah, people would probably be like, well, I don't want to have to, you know, go mine more netherite. I don't want to have to farm up this, that, or the other. But I'm like, yeah, but it's meant for like long term. You're not doing this now, early game. This is a long term goal to hit for, you know, establishing yourself. Upgrading would change the model and item look, and you would have to pick up one of the few options, such as extra plating that would add more protection or reinforcement for more durability. Yeah, wow, that is exactly like Tinkerer's Construct. Like, Tinkerer's Construct exactly mimicked that very notion. I'm kind of sad that it's so far behind and not a fabric mod anymore. Because, like, the age of Forge is over. Like, there are still some holdouts who are like, no, we got to make our mods Forge mods. But, like, Forge is such a dumb jocks circle jerk type club. Like, it just isn't. It isn't worth it, whereas Fabric is more open and less stupid, less cliquish. So many mods, like, there's a reason so much of the Minecraft modding community has switched to being Fabric run as opposed to Forge. Like, it's just not worth it to deal with Forge. System would encourage the player to have multiple tools and armor so you can use the right one for the right job. Yeah, exactly. I already do that. That is dope. I love that. Not a bad idea. I would love to have something integrated, maybe not quite on the same level as Tinkerer's Construct in terms of, like, complexity, but just having the option to mix and match and customize tools beyond simple names and enchantments. That would be awesome. I would like that. Because as it stands, you're really after two things. Good enchantments, and then you chase after netherite eventually. And then you're like me. You got full netherite crap, you got this, that, and you're set. All your needs are met now. Like, yeah, fine, whatever. You know, there's more to Minecraft than just getting every tool under the sun. But yeah, I agree. Like, that would be awesome if you make them, the upgrade parts, be a lot like how you need, well, like with the armor trim, how you got to find a pattern or something, and you can only find them as world gen in certain, you know, certain dungeon-esque places, like your ocean monuments, your shipwrecks, your, you know, your nether fortresses and bastions and so on. Yeah, I'd be all right with that. And you get your upgrades that way, so that you would always have a decent amount of, like, options, depending on the area you settle in. Okay. We return this crap to nature. Okay, not bad. Final bits. Good thing I brought Slowfall. Definitely need it. Are you cheating? Is that what those blue lights are? Are you insane? Are you not smart? Are you trolling? Hey Vince, how are you? A group on 2BGT that pretends to be ogres and lives in swamp biomes, and if any non-member they yelled out. What? Is that real? Its intention is like post-Elytra kind of in-game content. Yes, exactly. That's the type of stuff Trem is supposed to be. At least I feel. You won't be doing it unless you can get around from point A to point B very easily. Jack is high in Minecraft. Yes, I'm very high up right now. I'm at 147. Ooh, that might be another one. Final geode of the evening. Yeah, that looks to be a geode, all right. Geodude. Ah, it's already open. Cool. I hate how Slowfall makes you operate on land. Like, you should have a toggle off for the effect when you're on land. Or when you want to, I guess. I don't know. High as in seeing butterflies? No, I'm not seeing anything. I'm hunting up geodes so that I can get calcite. Because without calcite, I can't complete my project. Damn it. Let me up. I appreciate how easy this stuff is to break. Like, you just need efficiency 5. I think diamond will break it, insta-mine it. But that, it's so annoying to get a hold of. Is there any alternative way? There has to be. Carbonate mineral. Natural generation and amethyst geodes. Oh! Hello. Well, well. It also generates in the Stony Peaks biome in strips. Really? I did not know that. Stony Peaks are a warmer variation of both Jagged Peaks and the Frozen Peaks biomes. Okay. Doesn't generate snowy slopes or groves. Alright, so it would be near hot biomes like a savanna, your typical jungle, stuff like that. Okay. So it generates in strips within that. Well, that's good to know. It might be worth hitting up. Can't say that it's like... You're gonna shut up and go, Vince? That's okay. Like, I don't know what jokes you were trying to pull, but they ain't funny. Just get better material, man. There we go. One shulker box full, and it only took 4 geodes. Man. How unfortunate. But yes, if it generates inside mountains, I'm not... I don't know. It depends on how much it generates. Like, if it generates more than this, yeah, it might just be worth it. But I'm curious. I might have to go on to Constantium and find... And the fire up future. And find a Stony Peaks biome. And use X-ray. And see for myself what kind of bands we're looking for. Because it may not be worth it if this is just like small potatoes type stuff. And you're better off hunting for geodes in the ocean. In which case, you know, whatever. I still say there needs to be a means of producing this stuff, or like... I don't know, something that would like... Maybe not necessarily be infinitely renewable, but like better than what we've currently got, you know? Our current choices are very slim. I don't like that. I like having block palette and also options for getting those blocks. Jack says when he gets on Constantium and sees I was at his base and killed all his dudes. Oh, Mike. When will you learn to not use memes that were literally created before you were born? Let's see now. You're what, 15? So subtract 15 from 2023. So that's what, 2006? Dude, I'm in your base killing your dudes is literally older than you, Mike. Holy shit. Like, I was joking when I said that the first time. Then I had to actually stop and think about that. That's a meme from 2004. That meme is literally older than you, Mike. Yeah, you were born in 06. I said that. 16. Okay, well, close enough. 15, 16, there's not much difference. But yeah, like that meme is from 2004. That meme is 2 years older than you. Holy shit. I cannot believe that. That's a fever dream to see people using memes, internet memes, from literally before they were born. Like, I don't know what to think about that. That's surrealist German propaganda. Like, it has to be. Oh my god. What are people going to be saying meme-wise in 200 years? Like, what memes are going to be popular then, dare I ask? Will there be some sort of resurgence of older memes that people go like, yeah, you know, this is a meme my ancestors used. My literal fucking ancestors used. I'm the descendant of, Hide the Pain Harold. He was my great-great-grandfather. Like, oh shit. Can you, I don't know, he's already in his, he's probably, well no, actually he does have children, that's right. Because he's a grandfather, if I recall. Kids, your grandfather is Hide the Pain Harold. Just, damn. That is a wild, trippy thing to think of. What will memes in the future be? And will we see people unironically using memes from before they were born? Like with Mike, I feel like he's only ever used that because I mentioned that meme. But like, I'm talking more broader than that. More broad scale. I'm so glad I'm older than almost all memes currently around. I think like the one meme I'm not older than is LOL. I think. But then nobody really knows when LOL was created, so I could be older than even LOL. I don't know. The word okay was from a meme long time ago where people intentionally misspelled the word all correct. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm not older than that meme, certainly. But then again, I don't think that's a meme in like the most bare bones sense of the word. It counts, but just barely. That's like saying, you know, all the money on a gift card is like, it's money, but it's not the same kind of money, you know? Like, money on a gift card is extremely limited, you know? That'd be like comparing it to cash in your wallet. Like, they're not really on the same level. But, like, I get it. It's cash, or it's money in the most loose form of the word. It's like Dogecoin, actually. Never mind. Forget the gift card analogy. It's like Dogecoin. It's kind of sort of a Bitcoin currency, or a cryptocurrency. It's kind of sort of real, but nobody's like that concerned about it. Nobody looks at Dogecoin and goes, gosh, you must be a millionaire. Not really. Like, that's sort of how okay is in my book. It's a meme in, like, name only. I can't really accept okay in the traditional sense. That's not like, I'm in your base killing your dudes. Those are not on the same level. I'm sorry. That's not... Those two are not equivalent. Yeah, no, it just doesn't feel right. Case swastika's probably a meme. In the barest sense of the word that Charles Dawkins coined, yes. But then that also puts so many things in the realm of being a meme from what you or I would typically use the word to mean. So, like, again, it's a meme in the most bare bones sense of the word, but it's not... The spirit isn't there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess. But not really. Again, actually, yeah. Forget what I said about the cryptocurrency analogy. No, the gift card versus solid cash. Yeah, that's very much a more apt description. Like, cold hard cash in your wallet is not equivalent to a gift card's monetary value. Like, it's money, technically, and it is, it can still get you somewhere. But it's not the same spirit as, hard cash would be. And it's just like, yeah. We're also interested in the letter of the law. We forget the spirit of the law. I get the feeling that that's so, in the pursuit of attaining a definition or some sort of perfection, we lose sight of the very thing we're trying to encapture. I don't know. Something like that. Dancing baby meme wasn't motion captured. It was animated. Okay. That's cool. Flipped peace symbol. Okay. What about dancing baby? I don't know much about that, but yeah. Sounds legit. I've actually heard that explanation about okay before from All Correct. But I don't know. That sounds so like one of those stories that gets passed around a lot and is probably only half true at best. Like anything Andrew tells you, it's only probably half true. Half sarcasm, half real. I think LOL was accidentally sent during space transmission? Really? Huh. I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure LOL was born on some deep, dark internet forum or web... what would those have been called? They were like bulletin boards in like the 80s or early 90s. I'm pretty sure that's when LOL was born. In which case, it would be almost as old as me. Technology, Big Chungus, 50-plus-year-old meme. God. If they're still using shit like Big Chungus in 50 years, I don't know what to think. Saying Big Chungus is a 50-plus-year-old meme is like saying NFTs are worth money. You have to grasp at straws to say so. Oh, what? Because, that was, from a still... Or, not a still, but a clip from, like, Looney Tunes ages and ages ago. Like, I don't know about that. Again, it's the spirit of the thing. Like, Big Chungus, there's a spirit behind Big Chungus. You know what I mean? I can't really, like, get behind it as anything that's like saying it's something it isn't. Oh, crap. Okay, time to get rid of this section here. And then once I'm done getting all this, I'm going to head back onto the wall. Well, at least this geode is bigger and has yielded quite a bit more calcite. I think the original cartoon's from the 40s. Yeah, that's ancient. So that thing is like 70, 80 years old. It's very, very old. That original cartoon is. But again, it's the spirit of something like a meme. You know, the way we're using it today, to them back in the 40s, that cartoon was just a cartoon. I was like, oh, Bugs Bunny cartoon. It's the spirit of the thing. That is important. And we can't lose sight of that. And I feel like in seeking a definition of a meme, or of what memes are in general, you know, we kind of lose sight of what they're for. The point. Throwing the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. That's just my opinion, though. Okay. Alright, let's start at the top here and get all this crap so I can get done with this. I'm so sorry this turned into a geode mining stream. I didn't realize calcite... I had that little calcite left. I think the future generations will study a person like Chris Chan and Wings of Redemption and prove clout as a legit mental illness. Clout? No, those people had legit mental illnesses that were apart from that. But that, I have no doubt they will go, ah, yes, these people were, you know, truly disturbed and that needed help and were not given it because they lived in an abusive environment or some such. Whatever their personal circumstances. Okay. Need... Oh, wait, shit, I put that down there, didn't I? So, yeah, I don't know. People like Chris Chan will definitely be studied simply because they're so studied already. Generally, as history moves on, you find that any subject that is studied in depth will, time and time again, be studied and restudied. Because if it was enough to pique someone's interest the first time around, it's probably going to be enough to pique more than one person's interest in like 20 to 30 years. So like Geno Samuel's currently ongoing documentary on Chris Chan, that shit's going to be seen billions and billions of times by the time Geno Samuel passes away. Just because, like, yeah, of course it will. If Rick Astley's #1 hit, Never Gonna Give You Up, hit 1 billion views in Rick Astley's own lifetime, and by the way, this is a song that well predates the internet. If that shit can hit 1 billion views and is memed on as that is, people who have been memed on and clowned on like Chris Chan, any other notorious internet celebrities, people of that nature, like Boogie 988 or whatever his name is. Yeah, you can bet those, you know, for now, the profile and understanding of those people is kind of sort of under the current of the general zeitgeist, but that over time, oh, you better believe they're going to become more and more and more known. Simply because, yeah, if it's enough to pique someone's interest the first time around, it'll be enough to pique someone's interest again in 20-something years. And it'll be a completely different set of people. That's the thing. Like, Egyptology, for example. Well, who were, you know, once the ancient Egyptians were really kind of no longer the Egyptians, they're the modern Egyptians. Well, when that point hit, at what point did people start becoming Egyptologists? Well, the answer is when it started piquing people's interest, which was as far back as the Romans. That's 2,000 plus years ago. And look at how Egyptology has snowballed in interest ever since. And that's just something like real world, you know, archaeological and cultural artifacts and landmarks and stuff. Well, internet crap hadn't been around all that long, sure, but it's only going to snowball as time goes on. So yeah, you can bet that those types of things will be talked about even more than they are today. Like, when the book is shut on Chris Chan's life and he is dead, there's going to be a lot of stuff that future generations are going to go back. Yeah, we'll have a lot of info on him and all that. But that at the, you know, there will be tons of conjecture and all sorts of things on this, that, or the other. And it's just going to be like, some of it's going to be really off the wall stuff. And some of it may have, you know, legitimacy to it. There may be some sort of evidence. I don't know about archaeological evidence, but, you know, some sort of evidence about it. I mean, just look at historical figures today from, you know, 100 plus years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago. They get a fair amount of study. It's just a matter of time, really. Going to bed. Have a good night. Okay, take care, Void Shadow. Thanks for coming out, man. Hi, Jack. From second work break. Okay. Welcome from your break, Universal. I don't know what part of the conversation you caught, but yeah. Also, okay, that's what I did. Nope. Okay, I think I've got every size of, yeah, small, medium, large, and then regular. And then shards. Cool. I'm trying to get tons of calcite for my wall. I'll have to do a survey later and figure out if the calcite generation in the Stony Peaks biome is worth my time. Because if it is, then that's really good. I can go strip mining there and find a ton. Calcite is actually really cool. I want to build more with it. Ever since I started using it on the fan server, I found that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. Oh shit, I gotta get that top patch. But yeah, you missed me ranting about memes, Universum. Norse mythology? Yeah. Norse mythology is another really... See, now that's more of a meme in the actual sense of the spirit of the word meme, and less of a strict clinical definition of the word meme. Like, okay is a meme in the strict clinical definition, but not necessarily as it is today as we understand what a meme is. Like, if you just took a picture of anything and then just slapped the words okay over it, that's not a meme. Like if it's a puppy and you just go okay, like that's not good enough. There's got to be more to it than that. Okay. We are almost finished. This geode was huge. It chopped up good. Got plenty of amethyst from it. What's the block I'm mining for? I needed calcite because I want it for building. It looks pretty. That's it. It's a smooth, milky white texture, and I like that. And I wanted to use it on the sides of my giant tower. And I have large walls that I need to fill in, and calcite is not an easy block to come by because it only generates in amethyst geodes, and it only generates in Stony Peaks in, quote, strips. I looked that last part up on the Minecraft wiki, and I have no idea what that actually entails, practically speaking. So I don't actually know how much I can expect to find outside of an amethyst geode, and I know amethyst geodes come in various shapes and sizes. So, like, this sucks that I have to go stripping an entire amethyst geode just to get a decent amount of calcite. But even then, it's really not a decent amount. It's just sort of like, okay. It's, functional at best. So yeah, it's a little sad because, like, this is a good block and I like it. I don't care about amethyst as much, but I do like the calcite blocks. There we go. Give you that calcite, boy. Okay. We have just a little bit left. We're gonna look at the MCU like classical universe. Oh god, I hope not. No. Do not give validation to shit like the MCU on the same level as the groundbreaking, pioneering videos in the monster horror franchises, or like Godzilla, or anything that was like genuinely good. No, like shit, like dumb cape shit movies don't deserve that. I'm okay with like movies that subvert and change things or make things interesting, like Dark Knight. That's one of the few examples of good cape shit. But beyond that, no. Like, It does not deserve anyone's... It does not deserve a good analytical, you know, lens. Don't waste your time on that. I would not mind if all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies were forgotten to time. Because they're bad. Well, no, they're not bad. They're mediocre. That's the worst part, is they're mediocre. They're not worth remembering. They're just... eh. And I don't want stuff like that being talked about highly. As though, oh man, the people who made this were such visionaries. Like, no, they weren't. They were literally trying to make a quick buck. Which way's home? It's this way, right? Norse refers to Scandinavia in the 9th, 15th centuries. Ah, cool. I actually didn't know what the cutoff was for Norse culture. I guess it was more culture and other things, but yeah. Very cool. Do I have a VR headset? No, it's too expensive. I've not shelled out for VR yet. What franchise do I think will be remembered? Concurrently, there are very few things that are of any quality at all. In the grand scheme of things, you know, you'll probably have fun, interesting movies like, I don't know. What's a franchise that's like wowed me? Like, it'll just be singular one-off movies. I don't think it'll be full-blown franchises that are just... They'll be remembered fondly by those who saw them contemporarily, but that history will not smile kindly on them. Because they're boring. They're mediocre. They're not worth remembering. Like, we're not talking, you know, oh my god, this is Citizen Kane. Like, no, we're not on that level. I'm talking movies that would otherwise be good enough at the box office, and that, you know, 100 years, 200 years later, nobody remembers them, because what's the point? Like, the thing of it is, a lot of those movies are made to gross millions, and they do. Marvel Cinematic Universe is an excellent example of this. Those movies have made just an unreal amount of money. But that is money in the short term. Now, you'll have people who will, you know, remember these things and go, oh wow, I remember that, and they'll buy merch. Or they'll buy into the next one. Or something like that. But that is a single generation thing. The moment those people have all lived and died, and we're examining these events through a more historical lens, no one's gonna care. Because you're not gonna get caught up or drawn into the hype, because these will have been movies that'll have been out for decades. And barely anyone will have much of an insight into any of it. They'll probably go, okay, well, the cinematography's good, or, you know, this or that is pretty cool. But the characters are bland. They're one-note, you know, superheroes. And these people made these movies specifically to make money. So is it any wonder that in some amount of time, you know, they're not going to be... When the money has been made and the people who saw them are long gone, it's unlikely that these movies are going to make new fans. And even if they do, they're not going to make new fans that bring millions and millions of more dollars into the coffers of the companies that made them. And as a result, that's it. Maybe not an individual movie per se, but animation as a whole is going through a lot right now. Yeah. It's really hard to, like, say what's going to happen. But I don't think there's a lot that's going on right now that will be fondly, fondly remembered. You've got the makings of a bunch of cult classics, though where they'll go exactly is anyone's guess. Yeah, I don't know. Percy Jackson books might be remembered. I don't know. I don't know anything about the books, so I couldn't tell you. The Backrooms will be remembered. I hope so. I hope that's something that will be remembered a long time. Ah, yes, and speaking of the Backrooms, yes, I had time to think it over from yesterday. So, since you're here now, Mike, I bet, I've got a sort of pet theory. I'm betting that Ivan Beck wants to make a bacteria monster and study it in captivity. That's the feeling I'm getting here. He really, really wants to see those creatures that they captured on footage, because they got the autopsy stuff, and now they have this being that they captured footage of. So who's to say that they might not, or Ivan Beck specifically, might not piece two and two together and go, The rise of animation and for adults, yeah. Jack didn't watch Tenet? What is that? No, I haven't seen it. I don't know what you're talking about, Stone. Animation for adults has been on nothing but the decline. Yeah, kinda. Tenet. What is that? Oh well, whatever. Let's see here. Trying to catch up on chat just to be safe. Okay. Well, it turns out I was caught up. Kinda Invincible, BoJack Horseman are great. Yeah, Invincible is great. That'll probably be remembered. A movie I said months ago was decent. Tenet. Okay. Just some MC's meter, but which one was my favorite? Iron Man. The first Iron Man was good. It was a solid action flick. That was about it. From that point on, there was an obvious pull to make the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And by that point, you could tell the soulless cash grab was on full display. Have Iron Man 3 on in the background. 3 was kind of unnecessary. They didn't need to do a 3. 2, maybe. But 3, nah. Iron Man is just sadly another thing. They got their hooks in. They made a really cool movie and thought, maybe we can do it again. And then they kind of did okay, and then they're like, maybe we can do it again. And it's all in the spirit of money. Make money, make money. And there's not really much of a love for the art. Oh, one thing I hope that will be fondly remembered and will be really good is Dune. The Dune franchise. If Dune is properly adapted, finally, and it is a phenomenal art for art's sake, it will not only make an ass ton of money, it will also just be a set of movies, rather, that they talk about for years to come. Dune is definitely looking to be that thing. Whether or not it will be allowed to get there, I don't know. Dune has an unfortunate history of executive meddling, torpedoing their projects into oblivion. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But at least for now, yeah, Dune is looking great. I'm hoping that'll be allowed to reach its, Captain America, the first Avenger. I never watched Captain America. I was never into it. And like I said, by the time Iron Man 2 was coming out, by the time they were doing Thor, because they teased Thor at the end of Iron Man, I believe. Or it was Iron Man 2, one of those two. By those times, they had gotten very, okay, we can do it again. okay, we can do it again. You know, there was the obvious pull by that point to set up the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They were going to pump this full of whatever they needed to make as much money as they could. And you can just see the creative power and the fun drain out of every movie after Iron Man 1 or Iron Man 2. Somewhere in there. You can just see it just go bleh. Because Iron Man 1 was likely pitched as a standalone thing. And they weren't going to go too far. And that was it. And then slowly but surely it just got out of hand. And well, here we are. Amazing Spider-Man. I've heard good things about the Amazing Spider-Man, and that's fine. But again, it's still in that era of we are making things to make money. We're not trying to make art for art's sake. We're not trying to do something good because good things pay for themselves over time. We're a bunch of executives trying to get our big bucks now. And they'll get it. They got it. They got their money. But it has come at the cost of superhero movies as a whole. People are tired of it because they've beaten it to death. And that's not, like, in my opinion, that's not something that should be rewarded with being fondly remembered and loved and cherished. When you make something good for the sake of making something good, that should be worthy of loving and being cherished. If you're making it to make money and your only mindset is to make money, you're not concerned. I'm all right with people making money and wanting to make money, but also wanting to do right by something. I'm all right with that. If you want to make money and do well and do right by the craft, fine. That's perfectly understandable. Like with Mr. Beast lately. He did his little, curing 1,000 people's blindness stunt, which is what it was. It was a publicity stunt. It was a very well-natured, very good, oh, fuck. Damn phantoms. Got me while I was ranting. Anyway, it was a very, kindly, well-intentioned, very, very well-executed, successful publicity stunt. That is not necessarily bad. Just that, pursuit of and love of money is incredibly detrimental. I find that if you're more worried about the craft and the perfection and attainment of the craft, money will come later. It will follow naturally. But if you're worried about if you're worried about how do I sell out the hardest, what's the quickest way to make a buck? That's the mindset, And that's the same mindset that went into the MCU. That's the same mindset that's gone into just about every fucking movie in the last 20 years. With a few sole exceptions. And it's sad. It really is. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. It's where we are. So, look what it has done. That is the cost. Let's make money now. Well, it has come at the cost of people not wanting to see superhero movies anymore. We're tired of it. Because we can all tell, money for money's sake. Instead of beauty for beauty's sake. Beauty for the beauty of the craft. Achieving the perfection of making something amazing. Or the closest as you can get. Right. There's not really this love of movie making in Hollywood anymore. It is, we want to get a quick buck. Cash in hard now. Fuck the rest. Like, it doesn't matter. And it's just, that's such a shallow mindset. It really is. And again, I want to clarify, I'm all right with people making money for what it is. I'm all right with people making money off stuff as long as they're doing good work. As long as you're making a difference, you're making something good for its own sake too. I'm fine with that. Just that it is a hard line to walk. But that it can be walked. It can be done. People have done it. It's not impossible. It's just that the love of money does lead to a lot of pain, a lot of hardship. Oh, hey, Atomic Apollo. How are you? What's the worst, phantoms or the airborne aimbot skeletons? Aimbot skeletons, because phantoms can be avoided for the most part. Aimbot skeletons are unavoidable. You gotta go down into the dark depths at some point. You gotta face the night at some point. You can sleep and keep your insomnia meter as long as you're paying attention. You can keep them off your back. But the, no, the skeletons, there will almost always be some place you gotta go that will be dark. And skeletons inevitably spawn. And as a result, their aimbot will always be a pain in your ass. That's all Minecraft. Yeah, yeah, Minecraft. I'm so used to MC being an abbreviation for Minecraft. Yeah, that's all the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Phase 4. Exactly. And it has only gotten this point because it's been allowed to. But it wasn't always meant to be. Gotta get some sleep? Okay, take care, Stone. Thanks for coming out, man. Stop motion is the best example for beauty's sake. Exactly. Very expensive to do, but stop motion has so much charm to it and it feels more genuine. Exactly. That is the exact sort of thing that I appreciate. That's the stuff that is beloved. Movies like Coraline. What was the... I saw it recently, but the name of it escapes me. It was all the dogs on the island. It was fuck. It was by the same people who made Coraline, I believe. I don't remember the name. Oh man, that's terrible. I hate remembering, or misremembering, or not remembering names. What was the one where the dogs were all on the island and they could all talk? Frankenweenie? Well, that's an Isle of Dogs. That was it. Thank you, Mobzilla. Yeah, Frankenweenie. Those are all, you know, beloved classics. But yeah, like that's just how it is. Beauty for beauty's sake does pay off over time. But a lot of people can't play the long game of find or achieve the thing that will get you somewhere over time. It's all, we gotta have it now. We gotta make that money now. Forget everything else. Everything else is secondary. Kubo and the Two Strings. Oh yeah. That's also by the same people, isn't it? I remember that movie. Like vaguely. I don't think I ever saw it, but I do remember I think I saw a review on it. There's a really good Western animation movie, cartoon, critic reviewer, Steve Reviews. He's so good. And I've seen almost all of that stuff from him. Laika. That's the studio. Studio Laika. What are they working on recently? What are they up to? What have they done lately? Ugh. News. Laika to produce The Gardener, directed by Travis Knight. Neo-noir folktale centered on a rural Missouri man fighting to keep his family together in the wake of a tragedy. Really? Sounds cool. April 27th of last year. Okay, so they're probably knee-deep in that production now. That sounds interesting. Okay, so this is The Night Gardener. Alright, well that might be one of those that we look back on in 100 years and go, God, The Night Gardener was so good. Everybody remembers that one. I hope. I hope we do. I can't stand any more of this soulless corporate garbage that we've had for too many years. Oh. Trying to burn down the Emoji Movie. I mean, to be fair, the Emoji Movie is garbage, and like, it was a little bit better than people were expecting, but not by much. Like, that's like saying I expected a turd pounded into the shape of a hamburger. But what I got was, you know, kind of musty old cheese. Like, okay. I feel like we have lost sight of how to make stuff that will be memorable and valuable to whomever in the future. And it's just like, that's such a bleak situation to be in, you know? There's no optimism toward making new stuff, making interesting stuff. Ooh, I did that one good. I thought for sure I would fail that drop. Oh man, I'm about to burn out all my calcite. At least we're close to the edge. I love it when my phone dies while you're in the middle of typing. Do you normally capitalize everything you write, Atomic? I don't recall you doing that. Is that a new trend? Well, from the corpse of the Emoji Movie rose Spider-Verse. I guess that's fine. Oh man, I wish we could get something like another The Fifth Element, or something wild like that. That would be nice. Oh, his phone's doing it. I see now. Oh, failed. Honestly, I hope Kingdom Hearts is fondly remembered. Just the wacky idea of anime characters and iconic Disney characters being in one place. Yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts will be remembered, but it'll probably be more niche. I don't see that ever breaking into, like, the mainstream. But, like, I want another Alien or Aliens, or, like, another Terminator, or, like, another... What's another really amazing, beloved franchise that, like... You know, something along those lines that will be mainstream, absolutely fucking amazing. Like, knock it out of the park, 10 out of 10. And the only thing I can think of currently that's fitting that model is Dune. If Dune is allowed to rise to that level. Like, everyone everywhere will pay lip service to it. And it is beauty for beauty's sake. And also will be fondly and belovedly remembered. And so on and so forth. Like, that's what I want. I want more stuff like that, please. Less of the soulless corporatism and more of the, you know, make stuff good. Make culture great again. Because, see, that's why I think a lot of people assume white people have no culture. I think it's just because we're in a malaise right now. We're in a dead period. We can't, like... make up our minds on what we want to be. We used to be something, but we've forgotten what that is. We've forgotten what it feels like. We don't know what it looks like, even. And you can feel it. And it hurts. And it sucks. Because, well... what do? You know, you gotta kickstart the engine somehow. And... oh, cool, I killed it. Motherfucker didn't drop a single gunpowder? I need gunpowder, damn it. That's mainly a phone thing. You're always using the method, so God forbid your account be hacked, they would know it's you, not you. Okay. That's actually really smart. Back to the Future? Well, yeah, Back to the Future was loved. That's the power of love. Good stuff doesn't make profit. Yes, it does. It should be able to. There's no way you can't tell me that you can't make something that is amazing and will also turn a profit. That's bullshit. You can do that. It has been done in the past. Now, it's not like a surefire thing, but then nothing is. But to tell me that, well, we can't make good movies because good movies don't actually sell. Bullshit. Endless sludge that's corporate and soulless may sell for a time, but at some point, that too will be tapped out. Like, no, I don't buy that. It's like health insurance. I don't buy it. And it just, I fail to see how that's, like, yeah, that's a disconnect that a lot of people seem to have, but, like, I don't buy it. That can't really be true. Because there are so many movies that would otherwise have failed. That I genuinely could not see ever having been, you know, considered successful. They're both successful and good. Like, I don't know. Hope Scythe gets adapted. Too long to explain, but this just death. Just as that death, except by fire, is essentially cured, but the people called Scythes glean people, give them people purpose. Oh, I see. They've already done that concept before. It's such a good book trilogy. Okay. What did I think of Tron? I liked it as a kid, but Tron is kind of nowadays. It's all right. Very dated is the problem. But yeah, what can you do? That's just kind of the nature of the beast. That was made in such a time and about a subject that the people who were making it very clearly didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And that's okay. Like, that kind of has a charm all its own to it. It's like peering into another universe where computers are totally different. Weird, but interesting. But also, like, not even slightly right. So if you ask me to suspend my disbelief, I really can't. But I can enjoy it for what it is, I think. Even if it's really goofy and weird. Okay. Final bits. Also, I might close those holes up. I don't know. I was thinking of having there be some holes down there that you could fly through. But now that I think about it, I don't know. I may not want that. Loading, or is it just you? It's just you. I got a solid 4100 going out, man. I got a solid 4100 kilobits upload. You ain't seen nothing yet. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's you, man. I'm sorry, Atomic Apollo. Scythe has some good stuff, such as how institutions with pure morals can be corrupted, or how an innocent person can be molded. Yeah. That's that can be really nice when done well. Really good ideas when handled properly. Okay. We're almost finished with this wall segment. I hate it when that happens. I've got to dive down there and get that. And there we go. All linked up. I'm probably going to have to cut up a little bit more diorite, but I think that'll work. Oh, speaking of, so what did everybody, those of you who are still here, what did everybody think of my newest Constantium Chronicles episode? Did you all like that? I haven't gotten much feedback on that one yet. Did you all like the more analytical, the harsher approach to it? I don't know about harsher. Like, I tried to, like, write out an entirely detailed script, and I tried to make everything flow evenly and well. Show off everything I did. Like, was it good? You liked it, okay. Sorry, still need to watch it? That's okay. Take your time, it's no big deal. Didn't see it yet. Okay, watch it, Atomic Polly. You might enjoy it. I kind of realized that the first two episodes of Constantium Chronicles were very sort of like I just sort of recorded the stuff that I did with a replay mod, which I think is fine insofar as getting footage, but that all I did was just record what you could plainly see with your own eyes. And that was my narration for the first 2 episodes of Constantium Chronicles. To be fair, I didn't really know where I was going with the series as a whole, so I don't know. But now that I've got a more established base and spoilers for episode 4, we got items to work with. That I'm not going to tell you exactly what that means quite yet, but let's just say it's a bit of a game changer. However, you know, there's got to be more to what I say and how I display the episodes than just simply, oh yeah, this is what I did, this, and this. Goodbye, see you all next time. Something more organized, more rigid, less lazy and more of a stricter formula, I guess. That's really kind of what I'm trying to get at. Crap. Okay. 1 stack of diorite is all I need. 1 can be as bad as none. It's the only stack when you have not... oh, fuck. I don't have any. I don't know why that song popped into my head, but it did. Okay. Well, that's not too hard to... oh, wait. No, wait, that's calcite. Damn it. That's calcite. Why are there no calcite slabs and stairs? Like, that's weird. That should be a thing. Okay, I've got to repair my stuff. Some point soon. Is this the smite? Yeah, it is. Okay. But anyway, yeah. -5 out of 10, 0 out of 10. What now? Clicked off and unsubbed and never watched YouTube again. Aw. Sorry to hear that, Mike. Well, you'll just have to miss out on episode 4 then. That is unfortunate, but hey. That sounds like a you problem instead of a me problem. This design is crazy. Looks great. Well, thank you, Melanie. I've tried. The design is whatever the hell I think up. And I'm trying to go for a certain aesthetic from like Portal and Half-Life 2. So if you've played those games or know anything about that, that's kind of the feel I'm trying to get. Also, I don't want to have to spend more episodes mining up stuff. I'll have to get more materials off camera. Okay, 1 more bits. Or a few more bits, rather, to make another stack. 1 more stack's worth. No, Gabriel Inglesias. I've heard the name. I don't know him. I know of him, but I don't know him. That's for sure a you problem. No you, Mike. No you. 7. 8, 59, 16, 22, 63. Bam. Full stack. What does Gabriel Inglesias have to do with anything? Portal's your favorite game. Okay. Yeah. So the very first Portal game, I played it for a Freeform Friday a while ago. This is over a year ago now. And I really fell in love with that. The aesthetic of the Aperture Science facility, once you've busted out, not during the testing tracks, but once you've busted out of the place. Just something about that aesthetic of this grungy, dark interior. You get tastes of it while you're on the test track, but you don't get to really see it in all its glory, its grungy glory, until you have completely escaped and you're in the belly of the beast, as it were. And there's these harsh orange lights flanked by this sort of mottled gray color with some white thrown in, obviously. And so I was kind of going for that, but the orange bit, apart from the honeycomb blocks here, Orange really doesn't, like, other than using maybe orange terracotta, which I might use orange terracotta in places later. I don't know yet. Like I said, the design is just whatever the hell I've thrown together. Yeah, like, there is very obviously, you know, I want the gray on orange. I really like that. The dark gray on orange with some, like, lighter grays here and there. Deep slate. Deep slate and blackstone. I don't know, blackstone's very dark, but, like, the cobble deep slate has really added a lot. The gray concrete, the gray terracotta. This is all gray terracotta. Or, sorry, not gray terracotta. Cyan terracotta. Like, those materials have added so much. Like, these are just options I would not have had otherwise. And just stuff like that. That's more or less everything I'm going for. Oh, whoops. This goes there. Throw that in there. Give me these. I'm going to go ahead and take out those holes. I don't want those there. Dim holes don't need to be there. It kind of ruins the look, I'm not going to lie. Oh yeah, and the smooth stone. The blocks and the slabs. Smooth stone is so good for this. Okay, just gonna have to move over a bit. Okay. Simple enough. Oh, he's a comedian. Okay. What this building is meant to be, you really don't get it. I'll explain it in a moment. AAG. Just give me a second. Let me erase these holes here. Ah. Huh? Eh? What? You dare attack me? Don't you know I've ripped 1,000 jacks? Okay. So the entire shape of the overall top part of the tower is a giant hexagon shape. You'll see here in a moment what I mean. I gotta get up really high. You can see, if I get down to the very bottom, you can see the shape. And if I get up very high, you can see the overall shape. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna have to pillar up and do it that way. I need to play Portal. Oh my god, you've not played Portal 2, Mike? Didn't you watch me play Portal 2? Surely you have. Go back, play the Portal games every now and then. Such oh, I know they're always fun and worth reliving if you can. Oh, hey Eddie No Chong. It's been a hot minute. Where you been? Make an auto tree farm. No, I haven't needed any wood yet, so I've kind of neglected the auto tree farm. Saw one of the glass box to hardcore base. Seems like it. Glass box. No, I haven't done that yet. Apparently you play Portal 2 with your foot in a bowl of peanut butter and beat it under an hour. Gabe Newell will grab you through the screen and show you a 5-second teaser of Half-Life 3. Yeah, sure, I believe you. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I want Il Mango Skyblock Blast Chamber set up. But then build it. You won't have it unless you build it. If you build it, they will come. Devastated will never get a third. I mean, do we really need a third Portal? Like, it worked. It's basically as good as over. Yeah, see, you can see the hexagonal shape now. Hexagonal. I gotta get more rockets. I completed all these, Eddie. Were you here for that? I completed all the major pylons. Now I got to build the wall bits in between. This wall portion over here is going to be a copy of this wall. However, the wall portions in between, so this wall portion, this wall, and then these two over here, those are going to be more unique. What exactly I'll make them look like, I don't know. But I do want to sort of make like a streak pattern going up and down, and then put more decoration into it. Something like that. So yeah. Oh, now you get it. Yeah, good. I'm glad you understand. Ilmango, the redstone god. Ilmango, not Mongo. What am I? His name is not Japanese. Keep pronouncing it like it is. Okay, I thought I had a ton of rockets stowed away somewhere. Oh dear, I ate through them all. Yeah, I ate through my supply, didn't I? Had to have. Because otherwise I'd be seeing them. Yeah, wow. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to go hunt up more gunpowder and more diorite. Off camera. In between episodes. I try to not play too much in between episodes, just because if an accident occurs or some such like that. Really don't want that to be not caught on camera. Oh wait, get that there, this here. Okay. I'm probably going to use this gray glazed terracotta on this wall here too. Because I've got plenty of it, I do want to put it to use. Seems like as time goes by in indie games just outclass AAAs. Oh, definitely. Cheaper to make. They have better value, higher quality, people care. Yes, definitely. Indies, like with AI, jumping and making leaps and changes like it is, I wouldn't be surprised if an AI-generated game at some point quickly outclasses just whatever dumb fuckery your average AAA makers end up coming up with. Because it's all, again, it's the same problem with movies. It's shameless, unfettered greed. Just, how do I get this? How do I make that? How do I make more money? How do I get, I just want to pay out. I just want to do something that will get me to payday. And it's just like, that is so grimy. It's not behavior worthy of being rewarded. And AAA games are in the exact same position. Same position as movies. There's just nobody in the heart of the industry cares to make stuff for making stuff's sake. It's all about making a hot product that everybody will buy and then get excited for new product. Don't question it. Which is just so disingenuous. Ah, fuck you. Okay, well, I still got gunpowder out of that, so I'm fine. Okay. Oh. I am no longer working under the water and should therefore change my helmet. Boop, boop. Boop. But yeah, the sheer gall of some of these developers and creators who are just so hell-bent on exploiting and milking people for what they are. It's just sad. Been trying to find someone to do co-op with in Portal 2 because this is the hardest. Yeah, I've never done Portal 2 co-op ever because I don't have anybody to play with. Maybe Alpha, but Alpha doesn't want to be on stream, so like there'd be no point to it. Fitz rant about Corey's fruit. Oh, just saw the video of you and Alpha playing in Constantium. Any tips to leak for what the general idea of what I plan to concrete sea lantern box out of? Eddie, you're in our Discord, go down to... hold on. Let me search it up real fast. It's in... probably Minecraft? No, it would be screenshots? No, it's not screenshots. It's under... build inspiration? No, Minecraft discussion. Look up exotic bunnies thing here. In fact, fuck it. Let me just open this bad boy up. Oh, I've already got that saved. Okay, cool. Okay. So, if you want a taste of what I'm doing in hardcore, or not hardcore, on Constantium, let me find a good picture. I'll throw it up here on stream. Okay. Desktop. Minecraft ideas. Right here. This is what I'm trying to make effectively. It won't be quite exactly the same. I'm going to adapt it to my own style. I also showed off something in this similar style on the fan server. I was making it using World Edit and stuff. And so I'm going to go for something similar to this. Because Exotic Bunny made some really cool shit. And I'm going to make mine more square. His are all more cylindrical. Or more like non-traditional shapes. And yeah, like I'm going to do stuff like that. Basically. And it's going to be predominantly gray concrete with some polished deep slate tile, lots of sea lanterns. We got beacons. We lucked into some beacons, so I can spoil a little bit about the next episode. We got lots of beacons to work with now. So I'm going to be using beacons for decoration. And yeah, that's what it's going to look like. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm doing. That's more or less what I'm up to. So yeah, apart from that. Oh, come on, dude. Stay still. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, die already. 8. That's not terrible. I could use 8. Tell us a story about the time I got drunk. I don't drink. I've never gotten drunk. The only alcohol I've ever consumed would have been an additive in, like, food flavorings. So, like, vanilla or banana flavoring. Because, like, I would take vanilla or banana flavoring in my morning coffee. But that's such a small, insignificant amount of alcohol that it's worthless. Who cares? I do not drink because being drunk is bad. I cannot stand the idea of being drunk or being in a vulnerable position or being, you know, not being in charge of my full faculties. I'm already dumb enough with some of the shit I do and say. I certainly don't want to ever get drunk. I will tell and say things I really shouldn't. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Never, never. Never, ever. I have zero reason to. I would not enjoy it. Just no. No point. Get back. Get back, I say. Bitch. Poke me with an arrow. Holy shit, that's a nice build. I know, right? That's all, mostly that's all exotic bunnies stuff. But I'm just copying this the block palette. That's really where the similarities end. I'm just using the block palette he figured out. But the style in terms of how the structures are put together, how things match up to each other, like that's all me. But overall, I can't wait. It's going to be really cool. It's going to look awesome. You're saying I can get drunk off of vanilla? I mean, maybe? Vanilla extract. They do use ethanol, which is the consumable alcohol. They do use ethanol to extract, you know, from vanilla beans and stuff. So, like, yeah, I guess, but I don't recommend it. It'll taste like shit. Those types of things, like vanilla extract and stuff, that's only good when you're putting it in something and you have sugar to counteract the bitterness. Because, fun fact, vanilla extract is very bitter if you drink it straight. It is not good. You do not want it. Ah, fuck. Come on. Yeah, you do not want to drink it as is. You need to, like, combine it with sugar and then dilute it in something because it's so strong. Like, it's not for the faint of heart. So, I mean, I guess if you're desperate, you really, really want to buzz, maybe. I don't recommend it. Sounds like a complete waste of vanilla extract to me. You could use that in baking. Put it in your coffee. Tastes really good. But yeah, no. Why'd I capitalize there? Oh, yeah, it's his phone doing it, I think. Also, that's how you know that's Mr. Atomic Apollo. So if he ever gets hacked, and they're not typing and capitalizing every single word, you know it's a fake. Very clever, but also weird. Because I don't think anyone's going to hack him. How did you clear out the area for the build? We duped TNT from a TNT bomber. And with TNT bombers, they duplicate TNT entities. And the entities still explode. So we duped TNT entities using a very common setup. And from there, we just, you know, cleared out the area. Und that was that. Group of two that actively plays while drunk? Damn. I'm sure they're a right fun bunch to talk to, but overall, I don't care. Oh, fuck, that creeper dodged me. He literally sidestepped me. How dare you? How dare you? There we go. Get drunk from Listerine. I really don't recommend that. You can. There is the same type of alcohol in that. However, the sodium... What is sodium saccharin, I think? Or whatever flavor additive they put in that to sweeten it up and make it taste kind of okay. That stuff is very bad for you if you start drinking it in large amounts. You're okay if you get small amounts of it because it's Listerine. You're swirling it around in your mouth. But that if you drink large amounts of that to try and get drunk, you will destroy your blood pressure, I believe. It's bad for you. You're not meant to drink that stuff. You're meant to spit it out once you've used it. It is strictly for killing the germs in your mouth, not for inebriation. But again, if you're really, really desperate and you're really, really poor, or you're really, 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 really alcoholic, and you just absolutely need a hit of ethanol, I don't recommend it. There we go. Okay, I think that's more or less enough rockets for today. Ah, those dark caverns have always been so good to me. Used to make overnight oats the other day. What? Used it to make what? Get drunk from Listerine. I'm not sure what overnight oats are, but sure, whatever. Looks like Meteor hit the chunk. Yeah, we blew it up, like absolutely shit bombed it, because I don't want it to be here. I do not want the land to be intact. What I was thinking of doing a bit later, although I would probably be mining this part out by hand, is completing... What the? Did I land or did I get hit by something? Must have landed hard. Anyway, what I was going to do is I was going to round out this box, because this whole thing's a square, right? It's a giant square. So what I was going to do is I was going to round out the hole by hand. and sort of complete around everything. And in so doing, it would allow me to make this place feel more like an actual impact crater, and I could slope off the sides of it in a more gradual fashion. And then I was going to lava cast down the sides to make it look ugly, like this is some sort of alien structure emanating out of the ground. Something like that. I've had the thought to do that ever since I started this place. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Ah. Okay, maybe I can land in this. Yeah, there we go. What's my favorite biome? I guess Mushroom Island. I don't know. I've seen them all a million times. I don't really think about it. Need to practice building circles? Yeah. Use MS Paint for that. MS Paint can give you really good circles. But if you have World Edit, you can just use World Edit to generate a circle. Anyway, I will catch you all some other time. Let's get a good screenshot here at the end of this place. Hide this, and there we go. So yes, I'd like to thank you all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. Overnight's oats is made oatmeal with yogurt and any syrup or whatever sweetener. Throw it in the fridge overnight and eat it for breakfast. Ah, okay, that sounds really good. But yes, thank you all so much for giving me a moment of your time. I surely appreciate it. Make sure to give me some likes. Give me some love on this. Subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok. Join our Discord down below. All of that fun stuff. I will catch you all tomorrow for more Building with Jack, Space Valk 3 edition. Y'all have a good night. Take care. And I will see you all next time. Bye.